Good evening. Good to have you with us in the weekend edition of the Urban Debate. Well, after the NCP and the Congress, now even Shiv Sena leader and Maharashtra Chief Minister has slammed the Narcotics Control Bureau over their recent actions and seizure of drugs, citing a case where Mumbai and the Maharashtra police made a seizure worth of 25 crore, a drug seizure worth of 25 crore. Uddhav Thackeray really said that while they are busy catching heroines, the police here is seizing heroin. He also, of course, used this opportunity to maybe make a jibe at the media, saying cops seized heroin worth 25 crore, but since it wasn't heroines, they didn't get any publicity. Now, because since the Aryan Khan case has started, there has been a massive political fight that has also been going on. The Maha Aghadi on one side targeting the NCB and linking it to the BJP. This isn't the first time that somebody from the Maha Aghadi side has spoken and taken a dig at the NCB. Nawab Malik does it frequently, very often, holds news conferences, comes out with these big claims and disclosures. Say Samir Wankhede, who's heading the case, the NCB official who's heading the investigation, that Samir Wankhede is BJP's parrot. Nawab Malik's also said that Wankhede puts bogus cases daily, and there is an NCB's bid to defame Bollywood, that the BJP and NCB are pressurizing people. There was also Sachin Sawant of the Congress party, who's made comments to say why private persons involved in raids. He questioned why there were witnesses who were literally acting like NCB officials when the raid was being conducted, and why a BJP worker, one of those witnesses, was actually involved in the raids. NCB officers have grossly violated rules and an internal inquiry needs to be done. So repeatedly, we are seeing from the Maha Aghadi side using this opportunity, this NCB investigation, to take on the NCB and, of course, the BJP. Is there merit to what is being said? And is there also a cause for concern that publicity actually only happens when heroines are called for questioning and not when heroin is seized? That's for us to introspect, of course. But I want to say good evening to Aarti Sathe, lawyer and spokesperson for the Maharashtra BJP, Krishna Hegde, leader of the Shiv Sena, and Vikram Singh, former DGP of Uttar Pradesh. Let me actually go across to Mr. Hegde first. Mr. Hegde, why is it that the Maha Aghadi believes that the NCB is not serious in its job and is only busy summoning heroines?
Yeah, I'll give you some statistics. The amount of ganja which is caught with Arbaz merchant is 6 grams, ganja, okay? And from Archit, who was not even on the cruise, is 2.6 grams. And Ananya Pandey just had a chat on WhatsApp, and Aryan Khan did not have anything on him. And this other girl, Munmun, was not along with them, but I don't know how many grams of ganja she had. And the total worth of this ganja must be a few hundred rupees, okay? It's not chemical drugs or something. Secondly, just 2 days ago, the Mumbai police caught peddlers with 25 crores worth of heroin, and that is not reported. Today, if you see that kerosene prices are on a high, petrol prices are 112 rupees a litre, diesel prices are 102, cylinder prices are over 1,000, no one wants to talk about all that. This is just to divert the attention of the public and to say that so-and-so film star's son and so-and-so film star's associates were caught with drugs, and for the last 15 days, these 20-year-olds are in jail. Just imagine the stigma which you are causing these people. I would not say whether they are right or wrong, but what I want to say is, basically, the whole issue is such that today, if Mumbai police in 2021 got 84 crores of drugs, 84 crores, and no one wants to report that. But if Aryan Khan is caught on a cruise without any drugs, Arbaz merchant is caught with 6 grams or 4 grams of drugs of ganja, which is freely available in all parts of the country, I would say, okay? It's not some chemical drug or something. And I'm not defending those kids. I'm definitely not defending those kids. But to make such a big issue of this and to break the psyche of youngsters, I would say is totally wrong. Why is no one talking about petrol? Why is no one talking about diesel? Why is no one talking about 84 crores worth of drugs being seized? Why is no one talking about cylinder rates? Why is no one talking about the rates
Mr.
of
Hegde,
vegetables? Why is no one talking about Achhe Din?
Mr.
Why is
Hegde,
no one
I
talking
think you
about
are
15
highly
lakhs in the bank
mistaken.
account?
I think
Why
you're
is-
highly mistaken, Mr. Hegde. If you think nobody is talking about these issues, you only have to, at any given
but for
point,
the last
switch
20
on,
days,
switch
what are
on,
you hearing about?
switch on
For
mirror
last
now
20
at
days,
any
what are
given
you
point,
hearing
Mr.
about?
Hegde,
You're hearing
and you
about
will
Aryan
see
Khan
these
who has got
stories.
no
No.
drugs.
Now, please
See,
listen to
first
me.
of all,
I have
Aryan-
heard you. I think it's become fashionable these days to constantly just bash the media, no matter which side you're on,
No,
saying,
one
why
is
aren't you
saying
showing
anything
this?
against
Why
the
aren't you
media.
showing that? Who
No,
else
I'm
are you
not
talking about in
against the
terms of
media. Yeah,
publicity?
I respect
Fuel
for the
prices,
media.
fuel price hikes have been constantly reported. Governments constantly question on it. When the raid happened and 3,000 kg worth of heroin was found in Gujarat, it was highlighted, constantly reported. You all didn't care to talk about it at that point. Why should I not ask you this question? Why are you speaking up today just because Bollywood is involved? You didn't speak up when large 3,000 kg of heroin was found there. Nobody else spoke up when crackdown by NCB or Mumbai police or anybody else happened on large-scale drug crackdown. Why doesn't anybody speak up then? Why are you not speaking up about the drugs menace? If you're so concerned about youngsters getting caught in the drug menace, why are you not speaking it up? Why are you making it about publicity, Bollywood and
I'm not
BJP?
defending anyone here, but I want to inform you here that whatever the issues are, now it's the drug issue. What is the quantity of drugs caught with these youngsters? What is the value of the drugs?
It is
I'm
still
not saying
illegal.
don't talk about it. I'm not defending them. I'm telling you here very clearly that in 2021, 84 crores of drugs were caught. Just 2 days ago, 16 lakhs worth of drugs were caught by Mumbai police. Around 4 days ago, 25 crores of drugs were caught by Mumbai police. No one is talking about them. What are you showing on screen? You are still showing Aryan Khan on screen. I'm just pointing this out to you. I'm not defending you or I'm not criticizing you.
Yes, so then when you say no one is talking about it, neither is the government, nor are the politicians. Why the focus of Mr. Nawab Malik is constantly only the BJP. Why is he not talking about the drug menace? Why is he not talking about the extent to which, how easily it is available? You yourself, Mr. Hegde, are talking about, you yourself, Mr. Hegde, are talking about how easily charas is available everywhere. Now, you can think it's a lesser dangerous drug because it's not a chemical, but it is still very, very dangerous that it is so easily available across age groups that people can roam around, have conversations about it, and we are not able to crack down and get the big guys. We can only get the big guys, Mr. Vikram Singh, if the entire country's attention is on that. But if you're going to make every story about politician versus politician, party versus party, maligning every step which is being taken, then how will we get there?
Mr. Nawab Malik did not talk about drugs. Mr. Nawab Malik has been talking about drugs in the last 2-3 months. And whatever case, unfortunate case happened in his family, in the forensic report, it has been very clear that it was flavored tobacco. Now, the NCB should come out on it and give a clarification. Nawab Bhai has said what he has to say. What the Honorable CM, Shri Uddhav Sahib Thackeray ji has said is that the Mumbai police is doing a good job and the Mumbai police has confiscated 84 crores worth of drugs 4 days ago, 16 lakhs worth of drugs 2 days ago, and no one is talking about it.
Okay, allow me.
In the Honorable CM saying that.
Oh, fine. I'm not saying there is anything wrong. I am talking about what you are saying here, not what Uddhav Thackeray has commented. That's for others to respond. Let me bring in Mr. Vikram Singh, because Mr. Vikram Singh, I am not getting into the merits of the case. None of us really know. We see as facts emerge, as the investigative authority informs the court, and the court takes decision on what is happening. But this constant targeting from one side of the officer who is leading the investigation, and from the other side to keep calling in one after the other Bollywood people without telling us what evidence is there, is also not right. Now, is it simply boiling down to then politics and nothing more?
Tanvi, there are too many things that we are mixing up together. Bharti Singh and her husband Harsh arrested and released after 2 days. In case of Aryan, still no bail. My open question is there should be equality before law. Mumbai and Maharashtra police have impeccable track record, and they have, but for the black sheep like Paramveer Singh and Sachin Waze and other such episodes, it's difficult to find a police force like Mumbai and Maharashtra police in the country. At the same time, I would say we have only to distinguish. Investigation is like getting a PhD degree. You have to identify the accused and the innocent on the basis of facts. One mistake and the investigator is over the cliff and his career is finished. And the learned panelists can go to the court and say that this is a frivolous and a fake allegation on which a vindictive action has been taken. And rest me assured you, whether it is Samir Wankhede or anybody, his career is over. But instead of making wild allegations, if we are serious about it, let us bring the court into the picture. And again, talking about heroines, nobody, Tanvi, is above the law. Nobody is heaven born, and if a heroine or a hero or a political person or a DGP is accused of crime, well, he has to face the music and the consequences. Investigation, Tanvi, is a full-time job, and as also leching and romancing, they are also full-time jobs. Do you mean to say that the investigators have enough time to go in and gallivant around town and fantasize about heroin? Certainly not. Investigation is one job that requires the total commitment of the investigator 24/7. And if the heroine is the accused or the hero is an accused, so be it. It is only on merits, because if it is other than on merits only, then the career of the investigator and the investigative team is just finished, Tanvi.
Well, on a lot of it, like Mr. Hegde was pointing out, seizures of small quantity by a few of those people, and a lot of the other evidence is largely what NCB claims are WhatsApp chats and WhatsApp chats amongst these youngsters. This was a similar pattern that was used the last time around. So far, what have we seen, Aarti Sathe? That Rhea Chakrabarti, Sara Ali Khan, Deepika Padukone, Shraddha Kapoor, Rakul Preet Singh, now Ananya Pandey. These are the people who NCB has summoned, questioned over the past 1.5 years. And hence this kind of a jibe that is coming through, that the focus seems to be more on heroines than heroin.
I don't think so. That's really the case. I think the investigating agencies should be allowed to do their jobs, and they are doing it in a rather non-partisan way. Now, look at the contradiction of the Shiv Sena here. At one point, they say that an attempt has been made. I mean, and they're constantly accusing BJP of doing that, saying that the NCB really is working on our diktats, which is completely incorrect because it's an independent body. On one hand, they are saying that they are working on our diktat, and they're saying that an attempt is being made to project Mumbai and Maharashtra as a drug hub. And on the other hand, they say, please give us credit for the 84 crore worth heroin seized earlier, the heroin worth seized now. So look at it. I mean, there is a drug menace. That is something which is happening. They want the credit for it, but at the same time, they don't want to acknowledge that NCB is actually trying to root out that drug menace only because they feel NCB is working under our diktat. So really, it's not that because there's Rhea Chakrabarti or there's Ananya Pandey or there is Aryan Khan or X, Y, or Z. Point being here is that we are working in such a non-partisan way that even if high profilers are involved in the matter, NCB as a body which is meant for really working on the narcotics,
We seem to have lost that line with Aarti Sathe.
I would like to add something here.
I think the point is, Aarti, what is being said also is that you've seen a series of these heroines being called and questioned, and nothing has really come out of it. And I'm not just now talking about Ananya Pandey's case, because that's undergoing, and obviously the agency needs to be given time. But what about all of those who were called last year?
Out of it. There was not something about something coming out of it. NCB has to do what they are required to do, their job. If they find that there are some WhatsApp chat, and like I said, the matter is sub judice, I do not want to comment on something which is going under investigation. Let them do their job by, in fact, making such horrible statements, or not, I won't like to use the word horrible, but making such kind of statements. They're demoralizing the agencies from carrying out their jobs independently. Let them summon who they feel are the people who they feel are involved. They may not be even involved. When an investigation is going on, they have to do what is under the rule of law, under the process. Maybe these heroines are, or whoever, I don't know, are involved. I wouldn't like to comment, because I don't think we should comment on an independent investigating authority. And if Mumbai police is doing their job well, of course we are going to give them credit. They are commendable jobs when they are done, and we are not going to take that away. But please do not influence the job of an investigating agency by demoralizing them, is my sincere request. You may want political mileage out of it. You may want to attack BJP. There may be other more important issues on which we can have a debate, but please do not interfere in the job of an independent body, is the
Okay,
request.
Mr. Hegde wanted to
Actually
come
the
in.
right thing.
Yeah, Mr. Hegde.
See, first of all, I would like to tell Madam Aarti that we are not interfering with what the NCB is doing. We are
You're
just
making only
pointing out.
statements.
No,
It's
let me
demoralizing.
talk. Aarti, I allowed you to talk. Please let me talk.
Yeah, please. carry.
Firstly, that if you look at the WhatsApp chats, okay, how do you verify these WhatsApp chats? As a former legislator, I would like to say that there needs to be a debate in the assembly. There needs to be a resolution passed in the assembly on what kind of WhatsApp chats. Now, today I get around 4,000 WhatsApp chats a day. Now, what I don't even read 3,000 of them. So how do I know what has come to me, what has not come to me? And tomorrow, if my phone is taken by this NCB or one of the agencies and given to the forensic department, a lot of things may come out of that. That does not mean I have sent it, I have endorsed it, I haven't read it. So there has to be a debate on these WhatsApp chats. This WhatsApp chats can cause immense trouble over the next 50, 100 years, whether it's charges of rape, molestation, Me Too, drugs, conspiracy, everything can be, got onto a WhatsApp chat. Second thing, the two-faced, BJP, I would like to just bring you a thing here, that they want a film city in Uttar Pradesh. The Honorable CM, Mr. Yogi, comes here and says, we want all the Bollywood people there. The Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, our Honorable Prime Minister, comes to Mumbai, meet all the Bollywood people here, parties with them, meets them, has a dinner with them and everything, and say, come to our film city in UP. Now, and next thing you call all these film city, these film stars, druggists. Then why do you want druggists in UP? Why do you want druggists for your film city? It's a huge thing. Don't have, double faced, just if you think you want to do a good job, okay, done. You can do a good job. But one time you use them, one time you target them, the WhatsApp chats are not verified.
There's no,
the children,
there is
the
no,
kids
there's no
have not had a
monopoly,
medical
there's no
examination.
monopoly any
Aarti,
state.
the
There's
kids
no
have not
monopoly
had a
any
medical
state
examination.
has on Bollywood. There's no monopoly any state
like
has on
Vikramji
Bollywood,
said,
sir.
there are two sets of
Please.
rules, one for Bharti, one for her husband, one for Aryan, one for Arbaz, one
Please.
for
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
So what kind of rules is
Everyone
happening?
is equal
Is
before
the same
law.
agency
Everyone
having
is equal
separate
before
rules
law.
for separate people, and that is what we are debating here.
Yes,
Why-
Aarti
why-
Sate.
why some
Okay,
people are
okay,
left
Krishna
out in 2 days
Hegde.
and 4 days?
Mr. Krishna Hegde, let her now respond to your question.
Yeah, please do.
First and foremost, I think this is a completely, tangential thing which Mr. Hegde just spoke about. There is nobody has a monopoly over Bollywood. In fact, Bollywood is free to move in any part of the country. When the Maharashtra was under lockdown, they chose various parts of the country, other states, to carry out their shoots because they wanted to move ahead and go ahead with business. I mean, they are concerned about their Friday openings. They are not concerned about whether it's X, Y, or Z. If a particular state offers them good infrastructure, for years on end, Mumbai and Maharashtra has given them good infrastructure. If they find it somewhere else, they use foreign locations also. So I think this is a really tangential argument to have, that we are targeting them and at the same time we are mollycoddling them for states which are ruled by BJP. Bollywood represents India. Nobody has a monopoly. Secondly, over WhatsApp chats being used to target people, let the court, let the investigating authority decide on that. You and I are nobody to decide on what could be used as circumstantial evidence, what could be used as incriminating material.
Okay.
If a law has to be passed to tinker around with the IT law, let that be debated. But again and again, I'm saying an independent body
exactly what
cannot
I
Okay,
said.
okay, allow me to, okay, point taken from both sides. Let me just go across to Mr. Vikram Singh. Mr. Vikram Singh, yes, you're right when you say that you have to allow the investigative agency to continue with their investigation, give them time, they're doing their job, they're following the protocol. But there is also something to be said of, often it does get misused to harass people, to intimidate people. This debate that we are having is a classic debate of whether it's point number one or point number two? Is all of this being used to intimidate and harass Bollywood, or is it actually because there is a drug menace that the NCB is after?
Tanvi, it is such a pleasure to interact with such sharp and articulate political representatives, the like of which I have seldom seen. Congratulations. Now, I would say that investigation is a very serious job, scientific, methodical, and governed by rule of law. If an officer has a weakness for heroines, rest assured his career will not last very long, because every time he summons a witness, there have to be recorded reasons why he's summoning and what are the grounds of summoning that particular person, whether it's me or it's you or it's a heroine or a hero. And if there are inadequate grounds and there's a repetition of that, that person will have a lot of answering to do. Now, number two, whatever WhatsApp chat that I receive, 99% of it is garbage. I am not accountable for what person, but I'm accountable for what action I take on the message that I receive. And here is what the investigator will do. I received a message, say from A, and I react on it. And I send it forward 2 or 3 people. Then I go to the bank, make a deposit or make a withdrawal. That is where I have to explain, and when I act according to a message. All kinds of garbage. All of us receive 99% garbage on the WhatsApp. Garbage in and garbage out. Nobody's talking about that. But yes, the information which I receive and act on, that is incriminating. Then I have to answer the investigators why and how and what were the circumstances on which I acted upon. That is why the WhatsApp chat can be extremely incriminating, and that is where the damage could have possibly been done. But yes, it is investigation and all options are open. But Tanvi, you have a point. Investigation must not only be fair, but must almost be fair and transparent and equal for all.
Right.
If it seems to be just be summoning for the sake of summoning for cheap thrills, that is totally unacceptable. And I would expect the senior officers to interrogate and question wherever it's necessary, and also examine if the summoning was indeed necessary or unwarranted.
Well, now we've seen 2 rounds of that summoning take place, one last year, one now. It remains to be seen what finally comes out of it, and that perhaps would give us a better understanding of what were exactly NCB's intentions. For now, though, we have to wait and watch. Completely out of time, but thank you so much to all of our panelists for joining us on this conversation. Yes, I think what Mr. Uddhav Thackeray has also said is also for some of us in the media to introspect about giving publicity when heroines are being summoned rather than when heroin is being caught, found by the investigators. The real story actually is the drug menace in our country. The real story is how large quantities of drugs is still being smuggled in, and how one of our own neighbors, Afghanistan, has stepped up on this aspect, which makes it a big challenge for us. The real story is about those large-scale drugs mafia, those large-scale smugglers who have to be caught and put behind bars. Now, you can start from the consumption point, go to the easiest one and say, well, you're the consumer, and now I will go up the chain from peddlers to distributors and smugglers and find it all. But if you just stop here and don't climb up the rest of the chain, then that's a little bit concerning, and that will make people question your motives. Completely out of time. Thank you so much for joining us on Urban Debate.